How to install a lace closure. Once the foundation has been laid, you want to make sure that you put the closure directly on the parted section. To ensure that the closure is positioned correctly, have your client hold both sides of the lace.
That's what they scream as soon as I step on the scene. I keep on peeping even if you with one of its breezes hit them all without my.
To secure the closure, start by applying the needle and thread directly through the braids and then through the PU strip. Keep in mind, the very first stitch is very important, so make sure you secure the closure onto the net as well as the braid. The PU strip is added onto the closure for extra protection. It may take a little bit of time in getting through it, but it's definitely worth it. The key to a perfect closure is making sure that your stitches are very close together. Throughout the process, you want to make sure that the closure is laying completely flat. This can be done by making sure the stitches are very close together and by having your client hold onto the closure. For the best results, install the closure using the hand that you write with. You can start on that side, go to the halfway point, go to the opposite side, go to that halfway point. This is to ensure there is no bunching and there's no gathering along the closure. If I see it, want it, buy it. You can knock it till you try. Said I'm first class fly. We're almost at the halfway point. You want to make sure that as you're pulling the closure along the hairline and along the sides, that it's lifting up freely just around the front. Once you've completed the last side, go directly back over to the starting point. Stick your needle and thread through the PU strips and do a secure stitch to make sure that it's going to lay flat onto the forehead.
Religion on the thighs. Gucci, Fendi, put on the eyes.
Once you've reached the outermost part of the lace closure, you can then allow your client to just hold one side. That's when you'll go through the closure again and you'll do another secure stitch.
Brand new, trying to do what we do, boo. You don't have a clue. Keep watching our moves, hands down with the truth.
Pastries make them hate me.
This part gets a little bit tricky, so make sure you keep your stitches very close together and you do exactly what's being shown.
Fashion show. The flyest thing you have to know.
I'm now securing the last stitch to the very end of the lace closure. Once I do this, I'll then be able to pull it and then attach it directly onto the client's scalp.
I see it, want it, buy it. You can knock it till you try. Said I'm first class fly. First class fly.
One way to make sure that you're doing it properly is if you can take the lace and then lift it up with the needle and thread attached. You then take the first weft and apply it directly on to the needle and thread where the lace closure is attached. This is to make sure that the closure is directly onto the scalp and that it will not move. To avoid tension, make sure that you're attaching the thread around the weft and not to the client's actual scalp. This is to create the illusion that everything is completely tacked down to the client's head. As you continue going on, you can then attach the needle and thread along with the weft directly to the net. Keep in mind that this is just an illusion. It's to give the effect that the lace closure is directly onto the scalp, even when it's not.
Spend it all on me.
Once the first weft is completely secured, make sure you can pull the lace directly off of the face. Now you're ready to apply the second weft. This weft is very important. This one will make sure the lace closure will be pulled any direction without lifting.
Can't nobody tell me nothing 'cause I'm grown. Still looking flashy lights, camera action.
Be sure to attach a second weft very close to the first. These two together will act as an anchor to the lace.
'Cause I'm first class fly. If I see it, want it, buy it. You can knock it till you try it. Said I'm first class.
Remember to check and make sure that the lace and the wefts are going together seamlessly. Now it's time to repeat the same exact steps on the other side.
Nobody do it like I do it.
Using the same exact method as before, we're taking the lace and the weft and attaching to each other. We're now pretending or creating the illusion that the stitches are now directly onto the client's scalp. We're only applying the stitches only onto the weft and eventually to the neck.
That's my designer chain. Christian, my dear. That's my designer man. Pastries make them hate me. Prada makes them wanna holla. I'm the only shawty.
As you're securing the weft to the head, make sure that you can now take the lace and pull it back off the face.
The flyest if you have to know. Yeah. I know you've seen some others try, but nobody fresh aside. 'Cause I'm first class fly. Yeah. If I see it, want it, buy it. You can knock it till you.
Now here comes the easy part. Your lace has now been laid. What I'm doing right now is I'm parting off the closure to make sure that the client has it directly in the middle of her scalp. As you can see, there's not much more left to do from here. We're almost finished.
When I do it how I do it, 'cause I'm first class fly.
Because of the two wefts that we use as anchors, we are now able to take the hair directly off of her face without any type of lace exposure.
I drive by, prototype rubber chips, now why would I lie? Louis Vuitton, true religion on the thighs. Gucci, Fendi, Prada on the eyes. Make them get hot cause we so cold. Sure to get guapo.
The client's hair can be moved from side to side without any type of regret. The hair can be twisted and even have volume based on the way that it's twisted up at night.
Brand new, tryna do what we do, boo. You don't have a clue. Keep watching our moves, hands down with the truth.
Pastries make them hate me. Prada makes them wanna holla. I'm the only shawty, you know, rockin' Dolce and Gabbana.
Here you can see exactly how flat the closure is being laid. Remember, I've over-directed it just to make sure we can cover her temples. There will be no problem, no tension, or anything like that. Remember, the hair was not attached to the scalp. We just created the illusion. This method was created without using any type of adhesive. If you're that client that doesn't want to use any type of glue, this is the install for you.